it's the one of the best picks we can see right now here for Tak to just suppress. Has the Shield of Duran as well to zone out Hero's entrance. Everything has to be on point here for Trace Esports. It can be very useful as well to help Weiba when he goes in. So far it is available.
Yeah.
It's going to be taken here by Trace Esports.
Gal is available. One champion they can also look at is probably the Alistar. Push away the Hecarim when he goes in. And also opt to go for the Han, just have full send, full engage. But yeah, I do agree. Gal is going to be better here for this situation. Also could very well be the long range helping tool when both the Vi and the Kassadin just goes in later on. So a lot of good things right now for the side of Trace Esports. They do have a good composition building up. It's just going to be two champions that needs to build up the tier though, or at least the Rod of Ages for the Kassadin as well as the Ezreal. So that might be the point of weakness for the composition of Trace Esports.
For some reason, I'm thinking of a Varus here on the side of OMG. Xayah is a great late game scaling champion, yes, especially with the reposition available with the Feather Storm, of course, and the Blade Caller as well to add in one more CC. But we saw the experience of Juju a while ago with 15 using the Ezreal and him using the Xayah. It can be done by Juju this time against 15, and that's risky.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely gonna be risky here. Another Amumu.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. When
on.
will we see the Amumu being locked in?
Please.
We'll never know. Yeah, one day, please. One day, please. But right now, Garen has been locked in again by White Cat. We saw him earlier just bullying out Lee Sao in game 1. But with the Fiora being picked right here, I do like it better for the composition of Trace Esports. They do need a champion that is really good at split push, able to pop tanks, especially as we see 3 tanks already on the side of OMG. So having that Fiora could very well be something that Trace Esports leans on for a bit, as Korn will need to scale up into this game.
For some reason, I remember just one experimental build that I saw on one of the clips on the Fiora. The Zeke's Convergence. You just pop in your ult and just circle around it, and it procs the Grand Challenge instantaneously. The fastest way you can do it, but it's on the PC version. It's not really on the one. It's not really the best build by the way Fiora as well. It's just built for the Grand Challenge and solely that. But let's see, because Fiora does work well against tanks, right? You mentioned that earlier, and it can be very helpful as well in the laning phase because you don't really need to fully commit on the consistent TPS. You can just rely on the pokes to the vitals, and can be a great bully against the Garen.
Yeah, could be a great bully, especially when it able to scales up into the game. But early on, Garen will be able to take advantage of this Fiora in the lane, able to shove things out, especially with the spin to win mechanic of the Garen. Able to shove these waves. So a lot of pressure that OMG can throw at Trace Esports. We might be seeing another game similar to both games 1 and game 2, wherein OMG will get the early game lead. The question is if Trace Esports can turn things around similar to game 1.
Yeah, this is the decider match, everybody. This is where we will see if OMG will still retain here in this tournament and will still have a chance to participate in the playoff. Most important game, honestly, here for OMG. They've invested so much, adjusted so much just for this game 3 to happen. Trace Esports had a great adjustment as well. Now brings in the big guns, especially with Korn in the mix in the mid lane. Let's see what's going to be the result, the conclusion of the series.
Yeah, actually Juju and Tak trying to steal off at least one of the Krugs. They'll delay the Hecarim for a bit, and that is the advantage of having a first shoving matchup in the bottom. But Lee Sao is in a bit of a dangerous spot against White Cat. There's no longer any ignite for White Cat, so that might be the reason why Lee Sao is just that low right now on the top side.
Just continuously bullying, especially with this kind of poke, right? All you need to do is auto attack, land your first kill with the delay cancel, or animation cancel rather, and just spin towards the Fiora. And it's so hard to fight back when the Vital is on the other side.
Yeah. That's why right now, in terms of the laning phase, this top side is just going to be really, really tough for the side of Trace Esports. It's something that we're also looking at. That's something that they will lean on later on when it comes to dealing with the tanks. But right now, it's just going to have a tough time against this Garen. It's something that maybe Inyan could take advantage of on the Hecarim. He is spotted right now that is taking the Krugs with the early advantage that Juju and Tak was able to have at the bot side. They're able to put down the ward, so they very well know where this Hecarim is. Maybe information that Hueba can use right now, but we don't really expect a lot of things happening in the early game with what the comps are looking at right now. So both of these teams might just be able to do things quieter, but at the same time, OMG needs to bank on that early game that they have been winning for the past games 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's their winning condition, right? That's the pattern that they have established from Game 1 and Game 2. And can be used in Game 3 as well. But Race Esports responding accordingly already, investing a couple of members on their side towards the top side. They spot out Inyan instead and will be forcing out the onslaught of Chavs just to be able to escape, but will not be able to as Lisa picks up the kill. First blood by Race Esports.
Yeah, first blood, but I don't think it's stopping yet.
Just a sponge for the disengage. A flash by SMK to secure. Shuriken toss as well. 5-point strike. And Wave was gonna be the next target. Ignite the King, and the answer back by OMG is just much better.
Yeah, OMG answered with 2 kills compared to the 1 the Trace Esports was able to pick out. Great reply as well coming from OMG. We're gonna see in the replay right here. Tak wasn't noticed right there because the red trinket only spotted Hueba. So Inyan didn't know that there was actually 2 people coming up to him. If there's only 1, they might have been able to turn things around. But OMG, Huahua and SMK with the great response right here. Able to take out Lisa and Hueba by the end of this fight. And OMG, we're talking about that they need to be the ones to win the early game. This just could very well be a good start for them.
It's a great start as well. SMK picked up many kills as well. OMG having the net profit here with 1,300 goal lead at 3.5 minutes. Whitecat is alleviated a bit of the pressure, but Lisa getting a kill is actually substantial here for the laning phase. We see that the Shin has been picked up alongside with the steel caps, helping him sustain a little bit better and land more damage here towards Whitecat. Just managing much better.
Yeah, they'll just be able to manage here on the top side. But one thing that we haven't seen for a while is that bot side with Ezreal and the Galio. So at about the 4-minute mark, we do expect for them to be able to rotate into the mid lane along with the Xayah. We do see a lot of these teams prioritizing the mid lane for the dual lane so that they'll be able to rotate to whichever objective that they choose to get. Corn though on this Kassadin has not been touched as well. A big win condition right now for the side of Trace Esports if he's still able to scale into the game, is able to safely farm on the side lane. This gold lead that OMG has, even if we increase it about 3k and this game goes to another 15 minutes, another 12 minutes, Corn will just be able to affect the game in such a way the Kassadin just does, like deal the damage, being super mobile, super slippery. The other team will not really have a chance to deal with it. So right now OMG is still on the clock, even though they have a decent early game by the answer in the top side. They still need to push things even forward.
True. Just push forward, be relentless. That's the goal here. That's the win condition of OMG. But also, they should not be reckless at all at any point here in this game. Race Esports, we know how much they can punish. Right now, they invest on the scaling objective again. It's a great sign. They are banking, especially if they do have the Ezreal, they do have the Fiora, they do have the Kassadin. That Mountain Dragon can actually help in the durability already. Immediately, at least in the laning phase, to resist some of the damage here of OMG. It might be a little, but those little things matter so much, especially if this is match point.
Yeah, exactly. Lee Sao though, getting the 1v1.
Grand challenge proc, but still, there's a... Well, no Ziggs convergence.
Yeah.
It's gonna be much more difficult, but Call of the Forge God gonna be used already here towards Stack and Juju. Bottom lane though, Corn and Weba just working in tandem to secure that kill onto SMK. And the mid lane should fall down after just 1 auto attack or 2 from 15. Finally, does take it down. Trace Esports though might be at the risk of many plates from this tower in the top lane to be taken down. That's gonna be here preventing. Shield of Theron gonna be used, flash away as well, because 15 is gonna be here flashing in to chase him down. Great denial as well with the Justice Punch just to allow them to pick up the kill and give it towards 15.
Yeah, they really want that. They really want to get the support of Trace Esports. So on the other side of the map, Corn and Hueba has just been wailing on this turret. The SMK able to defend, able to prolong the life of the turret. As we get to the replay right here, yeah, Hueba just flanking around. I believe it's just going to be the ultimate on SMK as soon as he sees on vision. will be able to be jump right here, and that's the 1-2 punch that we do see a lot from Devi, as well as you can see a lot from Devi as well as the Castle. I didn't mean that pun right there, but it just really fit for that part.
SMK, we saw his struggle a while ago, right? He's being pinned down a lot of times. That's a great movement coming in from Trace Esports, but cannot deny the other champ as well working so hard. White Cat has been so consistent in quote-unquote irritating Lee Sao, and he is going to be so useful later on as well. Look at the items right now. Extra investment on the Executioner's Calling just to deny some of the sustain here of Lee Sao and to the other members of Trace Esports later on. Plus, what's great about this composition is that they have consistent TPS from the Akali and from Desire, right?
Yeah.
The Garen as well can deal great damage later on, but they have double executing damage from from the Garen. Corny Samurai is going to be obliterated by Inyan. Absolutely nothing that Pac can actually do to protect him right now, and 4 people just diving under the tower flawlessly as well to take the kill and take the tower as well. Top side is going to be initiated. Answer back here by Trace Esports. It's a great movement. They should be able to take this tower as well just to answer OMG's intent in the bottom lane.
Yeah, great answer right there from the side of Trace Esports, getting a kill in the tower on the top side. But for OMG, we've been talking about how Korn is the linchpin here. They need to take down the Kassadin so that he won't accelerate the pace of the game as much as he can. And by denying that bot side, by getting the kill on him, that is at least a step in OMG's favor here. Although the gold does not translate to much of an advantage right now for OMG. It's only 2,000, but any way to slow down this Kassadin, it's going to be positive for OMG.
Oh yeah, OMG having great leverage here in this game. Honestly, I actually thought that this would be a one-sided beatdown coming in from Trace Esports. That has been the trend that Trace Esports normally does against anyone except their match against TDG. Right now, we see other teams developing. Best time as well because everything is on the line now. As we are slowly concluding this season, this regular season, many teams are going to be dropping. And many teams are just going to be going towards the next part of this tournament, the playoffs. OMG are still looking to clutch, making sure that they do have a standing chance to qualify for the playoff. This is just a 2,000 gold lead, but so far, it's also a positive sign that we're seeing towards this team.
It's gonna be an amazing turnaround for OMG if they're able to complete the series win here, giving Trace Esports their second loss, and then having a run to qualify even for the 8th spot of playoffs, because it's not totally in their control. They need all of the other teams like Nova Esports, J-Team, Weibo, JDG, Wu Gaming to lose their games to not get to a higher spot. But Lee Sao catching White Cat here. This could be a 1v1.
It's gonna take some time for the Fiora to take down this Garen though.
True.
It has to meet their enchant as well. It's just so irritating to put down the HP threshold much better for the executive with Sebastian Justice. God of War Gibby's on to 2.
Ooh.
Great knock coming in. Follow up as well by SMK. Juju's still gonna be walking away. OMG just shoving them out so that they can have better position here into the Infernal Dragon. And again, Trace Esports, they want to secure this for the stall point. The charge going to be there as well towards Stack still. Going in with the knock-up Justice Punch going to be his White Cat going to be initiated here by Weipa. Still great damage coming in here from OMG. They managed to take Weipa already. Stack as well going to be the next target here for Trace Esports. Still trying to fight back. Juju's going to be obliterated in an instant. And the Infernal Dragon still going to be taken here by OMG. Lisa running for the high heels but will not be allowed to escape. And massive massacre here by OMG towards the members of Trace Esports with everything being taken by them as well.
Yeah, it's only Cord left here. Dragon as well being secured by OMG as we get into the replay right here. We're gonna start here as you see Tak getting caught out here by the members of OMG. And on their side, Weiba tried to all in on that Dragon but immediately getting popped by the members of OMG. So no jungler to secure the Dragon for themselves. Trace Esports caught here with nothing essentially for their challenge on the Dragon, just extending the gold lead right now for OMG. And OMG, we are talking about them because they are the ones who really need this win, so really try to get themselves to the cusp of trying to get more points into this playoffs. While Trace Esports right now, even with the sub for Korn, it doesn't seem like it's going well for them at the 11-minute mark.
I mean, I have been saying that word so many times already, but it is so true. We're seeing such a great development coming from OMG. On some shadows, called the board guard, gonna be a juice, just gonna be obliterated in an instant. Spin to win here by the Gan, of course, to deal the damage here onto the back line as Lisa is just trying desperately to walk away. Featherstorm gonna be by 15 as well, and getting the on-hit to the members of Trace Esports. It's everything being taken here by OMG in a complete execution as well towards Trace Esports. 3 members picked off with no answers, just in time for the Baron.
Yeah, that's just a disaster for Trace Esports. They lost any bit of control they have on the map, losing 3 members, and also the Baron being secured right here by OMG. They can't siege up these turrets. There's gonna be one gimme turret in the top side. I believe it's gonna be about, I thought it's gonna be low HP. But if they take this down, this is more standing gold that OMG is gonna take to their side. They're gonna extend this lead to about 10k if they're able to secure more towers on the map, and that just might be the lead that OMG needs to stop any form of late game that Trace Esports may throw at them.
They're prepared. They have been grinding, hustling, training, any other ING words that we can think of to make this happen right now, to keep the dream alive. OMG is definitely having the best potential right now to be able to secure this victory. Taking the Baron, deny the soul point here from Trace Esports, taking more towers, taking more kills away from Trace Esports as well, and making sure they get a better scaling here in this game. Now Trace Esports actually want to initiate. Attack gonna be initiated here. Featherstorm gonna be already for the disengage. Inyan just serving really well for the peel. That as well, just gonna be silencing Wei, but it's so funny to see when the Garen goes with the first kill, but it's like bonk.
Yeah. It's just a bonk, right? But yeah, Tak doesn't have the flash anymore, so no fast engage with the taunt. It's gonna be hard for Trace Esports now to find that opening. It's gonna need a heavy investment from Hueba. I know Tak just running into the members of OMG with Baron buff up minions right now for OMG. They can siege up these turrets. Top side and mid lane are getting a bit low. Or White Cat's the only one alone, so that might be where Trace Esports looks to get.
Assault battery, Grand Challenge gonna be used, sword is gonna be dropped, also the status there to answer back as well. 4 versus 5, let's see if OMG can actually fight back. Gargoyle to stall and endure so much of that damage. We see the respect by Trace Esports. Even if they have the numbers advantage, they have to walk off.
Yeah, because they don't have as much damage right now that OMG has. Even though they are in their base, they're defending. Even though they already took down the Garen, they threw a lot of their resources. They took the Grand Challenge as well, so a little bit from Hueba. It's actually lucky for Trace Esports did not lose more from that extension. It's OMG right now running away. Yeah. Trace Esports still have all of their inhibitor turrets, so this is a very good position for them to defend.
Actually, Trace Esports, yeah, you're right. They're doing a really good job in defending, managing, despite them not really in the best spot right now. We see massive gold leads still being maintained by OMG, but this is one of their troubles. We can recall the match against Keepes Gaming.
Yeah.
Game number 2. It took 36 minutes and 36 seconds just for them to end the game. And they had the inhibitors broken at 18 minutes. The close-up has been a challenge for OMG since the beginning. Right now, it still remains. Let's see, of course. But yeah, anything can change. This team can still develop. This team can still push through. All they need to do is be able to close out this game the best way that they can while preventing any comeback from Trace Esports.
We'll see. That's definitely something that OMG can do here. Corrin is a bit overextended, but still Kassadin has a lot of jumps. We'll see if he can be caught out here.
Call the support card gonna be already, but no longer needed, as Inyan had the damage to pin down the Kassadin of Corrin. This is gonna be very important. We saw the reactions as well. It's got killed. Trace Esports losing a key member here just in time for the next dragon as well to be spawned up. Baron as well gonna be available. SMK gonna be here in the vicinity, checking Lisa and Juju out while dodging some of the skill shots there off the Ezreal. And OMG just happily taking this next dragon as well to be buffed up even more for his scaling.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake, honestly, coming in from Corrin. We expected for him to get away. He had the Kassadin. Kassadin has a very short cooldown on his jumps, but with the movement speed that the horse had, that Hecarim had, he was just able to run beside the Kassadin even through his jumps.
You may pass through portals and teleport, but he has 4 legs, Mike.
He has horse's legs.
He has horse's legs as well. That's why they call it horsepower, not Kassadin power.
Not portal power, yeah.
Yep.
Oh god.
Trace Esports Oh no, on the brink of destruction, SMK
Oh,
gets
SMK!
They know the anticipated position stalls with Azonia's Hourglass to be able to be safe, but still gonna get killed. There's major damage right now. Mayday here for OMG, but still are they gonna be fighting back? Crazy Esports Stamina are gonna be trading a couple of members being picked off by OMG. Still, they continue to fight. 15 is dealing massive damage here. Wyken as well going to be helping out, silencing some of the members here of Crazy Esports. Dapper sitting under the tower. They're not scared at all. They know they have the leverage. It's only the last remaining member. Wave of Featherstorm going to be on the other way, but still not going to matter here for OMG because they can just focus onto the tower, get another inhibitor here. Proc the GA maybe here of Weba so that they can turn onto the next inhibitor tower here into the mid lane to open up the base fully, but they don't care. They want to focus onto the Nexus. They want to end this game, end the misery, end the 8th series lose streak, and finally secure not only just the victory, but a chance here in this tournament for the playoffs and win against one of the best teams right now in the tournament, Trace Esports.
What a way for OMG to break their lose streak, and that is to beat Trace Esports, the second best team we have right now in the league. Probably the second best team right now we have in the world. This just shows OMG are still not out. They're still not done. Their perseverance, the strength of this team is showing here, and